Well. I'm safe. I'm home. Actually no, I'm home. I'm not home. But yeah, just want to really say this. I lost my home. I've been evicted and pretty much, yep, there goes my house. There goes my year, my life, and I don't know. Look, I was gonna make a sad video with a black screen and pretty much me with a sad voice, like guys, but it's so boring. Look, I'm just gonna say it how it is. I'm just gonna be honest. I'm homeless, but not really for long. But pretty much I need to find a place soon, and yeah, I don't know where to go honestly, but yep, I'm pretty much at a roommate's place, and I don't know how long I'm gonna stay here. Hopefully, I have enough money to pay you. That's for sure. But yeah, I don't. What is happening to my life? Look, I just don't know. I made a previous video of talking about like, hey guys, I might lose my home, and here I am. I already lost it. I just don't know how to really sprinkle it or sugarcoat it, which I'm not. I'm just saying how it is. Yeah, it sucks. I lost my home. It's kind of like it's just it is what it is, and I don't know really how to say it or really how to really put it all into words or something what I've been through. I really try not to think about it, even though it takes an effect of my life because here I am. But also, it's just it's a lot of mental, you know, breakage, I would say, inside because I've been in that house ever since like 2006, and now I left it and here I am. It's so crazy how all this really, comes together and how long I've been there. How, also I've been reminded of how dusty it is knowing that ever since I like moved to a different place because I had to, I noticed things were a little, they were like no dust in this, and pretty much over there had like so much dust, and I had so many stories, so many. Like I even recorded a video of actually, because I had to when recording my times and telling stories about, what I've been through in this house of different areas. Like, hey, this is the kitchen, this is the room, this is the memory I have of this is the garage. Check out what I did here, stuff like that. Just sharing it, and I was gonna do it with my boy Stefan because him and me hang out in this house. That's basically the home that I started my channel on. And looks like it's all gone. It looks like it's not really possible because I only had like a few days to actually move out. Literally, it was that bad. So my body is like kind of torn from that, really moving as quick as I can, putting everything in the U-Haul. Yeah, it was a struggle. It was like, I don't know what to do. Now I have to move into this new place. One thing I'm going to miss there is, a place to record my vids, And there's going to be certain sections of this video where you're going to hear someone in the bathroom since it's close to my room. And that's the thing that annoys me when I try to record videos here in this new place I'm in, as I'm settled here. I have to deal with, the loud bathroom noises that's literally close. And it's their bathroom, but also I can sometimes use it. But also I don't want to because it's filled with stuff and all that. So there's gonna be some noises in the bathroom. That's also like, an issue. Like that's one of the things I have to deal with. And also since I'm still in somewhat like in the same neighborhood, there's still like, the usual like fireworks and, motors outside that are just so loud. You can almost feel like, it's shaking this whole room. But yeah, it's just like things just gotten kind of lower for me. It's just like nothing is ever easy, I guess. But it's so crazy how this kind of changed so much of what I used to, but now everything is all of a sudden took a full 180 and just like boom, here I am. But yeah, I'm still alive. I still have a place to live. I still have food and all that, But it's still sad. It's just like I'm not even supposed to make videos at this point. But I was just like, I really still want to make videos because I feel so alone during this time where I needed, at least some reach. And I still want to grow this channel. I still want to achieve something that I dream of. And, that's not going to stop me. Whatever I go through life isn't going to stop me. What is going to stop me is the fact that, if I'm like in a, car accident or something and I basically literally can't move any inch of my whole entire body, then that's going to be a problem if I actually, record videos or if I lost my voice or something like that. But I'm still here. And want to give a huge thanks to everyone that has supported me when going through this tough time. I want to thank everyone, they know what I was going through. And, I really don't want to, really paint this whole video of me going through this whole moving process because it was just that hard to think about. And also I try to avoid as much as it and leave that all behind because it's just something that happened. It's in the past. And I guess that's life, and I guess that's how life is at some point. But also it made me value family, knowing that, I have a place to live now and my in a different area of my cousin. So that's where I'm at. But yeah, it still sucks. I lost, my home and everything. And I kind of shared a couple of, family members. I even shared Stefan, and he was kind of torn that this happened. He was very shocked, actually. And it made me realize, like, yeah, this is kind of very effed up. And I always try to rationalize, like, because that's how I am. I try to be optimistic of some things. But, it's also like he sees it like, dude, that is so sad. What? Like, you lost your home. Like, yeah, I did. Hey, that's California for you. I really want to move out of the state somehow, but still stuck here. That's for sure. I was gonna talk about so many things, different topics when I was at my other place. There was never a last video because all of it just happened so quick. And when I was going through the court thing, I'm not gonna really go into details. I'm not sure it's confidential, nor I care. But it's like they put me in a very vulnerable spot in the courts where I was trying to get my house back, and I lost. I duked it. There's like a full chance. My parents were like, okay, there's like a 90 chance that you might win or something. Nope. Nope. Nothing like that. No mercy. Nothing. It shows you like in the legal like aspect that have no experience whatsoever. I just straight up lost. I just have no idea what is happening at all. And pretty much I look like an idiot really going through that. That was also a very, very tough thing when I was going through all this. But other than that, I'm back. I'm doing videos, and pretty much all I have to focus on is a rise. And hey, at least I have a story to tell, you know? Anyways, let's talk about some other stuff. I was gonna talk about the whole Dave Chappelle thing. That thing has that has excelled like pretty much a high. I didn't really realize that it would go really out there pretty much with this whole like Dave Chappelle situation. And let me tell you, people were asking my opinions about it when I was actually hinting it here and there. And I gotta be honest, look, it's just jokes. There's nothing. Why are you protesting over these jokes? Are you serious? Like Dave Chappelle really cares about the pride community, the LGBT plus community, and of course me being part of the LGBTQA plus community. It to me personally, like I. Like it is hard sometimes, especially me knowing it's new, especially the pronunciation and trying to actually like, okay, is it okay if are they cool, if will I get canceled if I say like LGBT plus? Do I have to include every single letter that I probably that like what is accepted, what is not? Like I'm trying to understand, like it's still like new to me. It's even new to like people like Lil Nas X. He even did an interview saying like, yeah, this is all kind of new to me. I'm just gay. The same thing for me. I'm bi. Like there's nothing to add to that. What I'm into, the content that I make, yes, it does sector around my gender preference, but at the same time, I don't really look at that as a big deal. I just so happen to be bi, into dudes. What you want, what are we doing here, and what do I need an IDF identification of this or something? Like I don't need to do the whole entire this, that, and everything. But yeah, it seems like Dave Chappelle's still getting canceled. There was like protests and it looked bad. It looked really bad. I don't understand that whole situation or anything, but he doesn't deserve to get canceled. I understand what the this community that I'm a part of, that their thoughts about it and everything, but he really does care. Like he give like a charity to Daphne Dorman, a trans comedian that was a good friend of Dave Chappelle. Like that was a deep story. Nobody wasn't mentioning that. Instead, they had to mention, him making jokes and something. Yes, they were cruel, somewhat like, like little hurtful jokes, but he wasn't that like, really out there. He wasn't committing like any hate at all. It was just like jokes. It's just his, view of it, his opinion of it. I'm cool with people's opinion. Look, he literally got to protest anything. You think I'm gonna go out there when I've been called, the F word or called this word or, every like, couple names in the book during my time when I'm on YouTube in the comments? You don't see me really calling them out or protesting or basically coming to their house like, hey, don't call me this or something like that. And, whatever it is, like, no, I don't. I just blocked them and I just, ignored it. It is what it is. Not everyone's going to like you. I don't expect everybody to, care about me or some of them might have a problem of me and the fact that I'm bi. That whatever. I don't need them in my life, okay? And a good majority, they kind of do support, who I am as a person and stuff like that. But at the same time, I ain't gonna cancel them because, well, if they don't care, not my problem. Stuff like simple stuff like that. I don't know. When seeing this whole Dave Chappelle situation, I just had to give my few cents of it. I'm talking about like 2 cents, not 50 cents, 2 cents, a couple of pennies about it. It's just that since this is something surrounding my community, and I do want to see my community, like, the LGBT plus community, be more respected, and stop making these decisions that really question in society nowadays. Like, I think there was a good comment, and this was someone that someone said. It was a comment saying, like, this whole protest of, like, Dave Chappelle thing is gonna make the community be hated more. And it's like, it's almost like a sad truth. I don't really see that much, but it's also like, yeah, that's also a scary thought to have, because I don't want to get hated at all. I don't hate Dave Chappelle, nor I care about him. I'm not even a fan of Dave Chappelle. I don't care at all. Okay, I did see his, like, skits here and there and stuff like that. He's a comedian, but at the same time, I don't care. And people be thinking when I'm not really much defending. I'm just giving my thoughts, but already like this and that is like gonna get me canceled. I don't know. That's just my thoughts about it. And yeah, there's many people within the LGBTQ plus community that is also, like, defending Dave, and pretty much giving their thoughts, saying that that he doesn't really deserve this. And it's kind of like, just it's something that I've been seeing a lot in the news lately, here and there. Especially how I think there was an announcement saying that he was going to talk, and he's in San Francisco right now, so he's got to talk to, like, I think the CEO of the LGBT plus community. And I didn't know there was a CEO. Again, here I am being new. I sound like a rookie now, but I'm like, wait a minute. If that's true, how do I get a job, huh? CEO, like, let me operate in the bisexual department, okay? Since there is like a CEO in the LGBT plus, like, CEO of office, it's something like that, some kind of something, okay, that I heard, which was crazy. I'm like, wait, this is real? Like, how come it's not well known out there? I need to find out. Okay, how do I get a job? Like, put me in, coach. Anyways, other than that, yeah, that's just my thoughts about it. Also, another thing I saw was, this is totally not related to anything that you guys are familiar with, but for those that don't know, I'm a dancer, break dancer, and stuff like that. I watched the BC One 2021. Oh my god, it was a lot of people. I just watched it. It literally happened last night, and it was flames. It was so good. Oh my god, it was hype. I don't know. That's all I can say. I don't want to spoil it or anything. You gotta check it, okay? If you're into, like, breakdance battles or anything, this is like a 1v1, and it was in Poland. It was hype. It was at a high level. So many people were watching. It was like at least like almost like 20,000 viewers watching, spectators, and all that. It was crazy. It was crazy. And I loved it. Okay. My goodness. It made me miss competing. That's for sure. But yeah, BC1 2021, that was fire. Looking, also, I've been actually operating, looking for a new house. I don't know why I add that. I haven't added that to actually about me talking about leasing my home, but yeah, there it is. Yeah, looking for a house. I saw this. I was going to open house, two open houses. One is an apartment, which is like in the Bay Area. Pretty much looking nice, but of course, as expected, it's expensive. Okay. My goodness. And also, there was this other home that I was looking at, again, in the Bay Area, and it was a nice, like, flat house. It was in a private, like, gated area, so I'm kind of like questioning, like, oh, should I move here? But at the same time, I can actually get some private. Yeah, it's actually silent because it's in a gated area, which means in that area you're not allowed to make much noises, especially it having the majority of, like, elders in there. But also, where am I gonna skateboard? That's also a thing that I was thinking about. Like, crap, I have nowhere to skate when I'm out there. I'm gonna be make like 1 inch of a wheel making noises is gonna get my house fine or something like that. I don't know, something crazy, which totally I'm oversaturating, of course. But anyways, yeah, moving on. Also, yeah, still uh yeah, no. How was everyone's Halloween? I would like to ask that. My Halloween was it was cool. It It was okay. I still have a batch of chocolate. I did not have a lot of trick or treaters. I had like a batch of trick or treaters come. After that, no trick or treaters came in at all, which I'm like, what? Well, pretty much this is how it is in this neighborhood. I'm still new to this kind of neighborhood that I'm in, so I have no idea. They offered me, my roommate offered me to actually do the trick, the handling with the candy and passing the candy and stuff like that and all that. Also, they don't know that I'm actually recording a video or anything, so they're probably gonna hear me, acting crazy. I'm recording this, but it is what it is. I'm totally cool with that. Like pretty much me talking. It will be like I'm just talking to my friends or anything if they hear me, or I can just have an excuse like, hey, I'm making a presentation, even though I'm not. It's just a video. It's a podcast. Basically, what you're listening to right now. Anyways, let's talk about some gaming. Let's talk about some gaming. Yeah, Elden Ring. That looked dope. I mean, it's a mix of Bloodborne and I guess some other RPG games, like for sure. Yeah, it was nice. I like it. Okay, Elden Ring, very nice. Very, it looks. I'm very looking forward to actually really looking at some full gameplays and stuff. It's not every day I watch gameplays, so it's kind of strange when I was checking out the Elden Ring like gameplay for this, but it looks cool. It looks fire. The enemies and also the castles in the horizon. It looks like a very high rise like Skyrim. At least to me, that's kind of like my experience of it. Anyways, also, how's Blizzard doing? Are they still canceled? Yeah, I guess so. I don't know. I heard like something about Overwatch 2, like it's gonna be in 2023, which means like they're not really looking too good. Let me tell you. Yeah, I'm still waiting for that Diablo. I call it Diablo like mobile game. Like when is that coming out? Hello, Blizzard. Like what's going on over there? What are they doing? Anyways, state of play. Yeah. So there was a couple things that I saw a state of play. It just happened 4 days ago, and it was a couple of games that I saw like Deadverse. It was a mixture of Fortnite and Knockout City. We also got some updates on Bug Snacks. Never played that game. Let me tell you, the majority of these games, you're not gonna see me play them at all. I just like, I just have a little dabble in experience of doing gaming since I started out as a gameplay channel, and here I am talking about gaming. So this is my best experience yet, as I try and. But also, yeah, we got Five Nights at Freddy's. I heard that's a game. Look, if there's one thing I heard about the state of play, it was hated. Nobody liked this state of play. The PlayStation Direct, and it was hated big time. I was like, why is everyone hating on the state of play? What's going on? And like for some reason, I really couldn't see. I was watching it. I was looking at the announcements. It's a couple of cool stuff. I mean, there's a couple stuff that is like questionable. Maybe the Five Nights at Freddy's. Maybe Death First and it's cringy like characters or something like that, or maybe the Little Devil Inside like presentation. Little Devil Inside looks like a cool game. I don't see the problem. I don't. Listen, I'm very like optimistic. If you show me a movie that most people hated, like for example, Eternals, I heard that movie was bad. But then again, when I was seeing the trailer, it looked cool. It looked cool. What was the hate? Was it like, the LGBT plus characters? Like was it that the acting? Was it the story? Like what, why are people hating? I don't get it. I don't. Like it looks cool. Like come on. Like but it got low views. And obviously I saw the trailer. I haven't seen the full movie, but at the same time I just don't know. Like I always try to wonder what was the things that people were looking at that hated. Is it because they look like something else? Is it because there's a copy from something? If that's the truth, then whatever. But then again, I enjoy stuff very differently. I enjoy stuff, compared to other people. I don't look at like certain things, but I actually don't know. So when I was looking at this whole state of play, I was wondering, why do people hate it? Why do people are like have an issue? Like maybe I have to look at the videos and really hear what they have to talk about. But I'm also thinking like it's probably not a big deal, whatever statement they're making, because I really couldn't find what is it that is so disappointing about State of Play. Maybe it's because of the games that that PlayStation promised and they didn't announce it. Instead, like they put these other games, which was okay, like Card Rider. They got like, We Are AFK. That looks cool. Dead First. I mean, hey, that looks okay. I'd rather play Knockout City or Fortnite, but I'm interested to check out that first. It's a bunch of stuff that doesn't feel like it's worth the hate. I really hopes it's not the hate that I'm thinking about, but it is what it is. They play pretty much. It got an L in the community, so I'm still kind of curious why, just why. Okay, moving on. Let's move on to some animations, Tooncast as I call it, talking about animation here and there. So Hell of Boss. Yeah, I actually did a review of Hell of a Boss. Hopefully you saw that episode review. It kind of was released before I, released a bunch of videos and stuff like that. But it was good. It was not bad. Okay, it was like a finale part one. It was about Aussies. I'm still questioning Osimodos. What is it? Osmodius, his name. What, the Prince of Lust? I'm really trying to think like, is he really the Prince of Lust? I was looking at his own figure and in his stature, and I was like, I don't know. He could be the prince of something. I wouldn't say Prince of Lust. You gotta give that to Angel Dust. Dada. Okay. Or pretty much like people like who else? Like Verosica or anyone. Like shoot, like Charlie maybe. The Princess Charles. But it's like I don't. When I look at Ozymandias, I just, yes, it's part of like a Greek god, like mythical creature or something like that, that is announced to be the Prince of Lust, especially like generations ago. But also, it's like I can't really see that through Ozymandias. I just don't know. It's the look or something. If anything, Ozymandias' boyfriend, which is Fizzaroli, which that was just adorable. Fizzaroli definitely should be like the the like he's more of like could be the Prince of Lust more than Ozymandias in my opinion. It's just that I don't really see Ozymandias like that at all. But overall, this episode was very good. I'm really looking forward to like part two of the finale. It's gonna be beast. Wow. Anyways, moving on. Miraculous Ladybug 100th episode is coming soon. It's called Ephemeral. God help me. Look, it's a freaking name that I really am struggling to say. Ephemeral? Ephemeral? Did I say that right? I don't know. I don't know if I even like spell it out correctly. Looking in my notes, yeah, I'm just gonna call it the 100th episode. It's the 100th episode. It's the episode where I saw that Adrian was gonna reveal himself to Marinette, which is gonna be like, whoa, that's gonna be crazy. And also, it's gonna be revealed to Adrian. A lot of stuff to Adrian. I feel bad for Adrian. Adrian is going through a lot with Miraculous Ladybug, but also like revealed to like Emily and who Adrian's dad is. So it's gonna be those kind of aspects of reveal, and I'm just like, whoa. Of course, this is about to be the 100th episode, so I wouldn't be surprised if they really go there. But whoa, a lot of stuff is about to go down in Miraculous Ladybug 100th episode. What? But yeah, moving on. Also, Murder Drones. Wait, is it called Murder Drones? Yeah, Murder Drones. It was a pilot that I saw. It looked nice. It was like with Daily Bots. For some reason, I have this like mix of like, God, it feels like my first time seeing like Hazbin Hotel in a way, or a mixture of that, but also a mixture within like Clank. Like some of the robots remind me of Clank or Astrobots from the PlayStation game. Those PlayStation bots. When you actually get your first like PlayStation 4, then a free game comes and it's called Astrobots or something. It kind of reminds me of that. It really does. And for this one, like Murder Drones, I'm looking forward to like episodes and stuff like that. There's some parts where it's like somewhat corny, but I don't know. I have to give like a very a definite review of it. That's for sure. And also Squid Game. I finished it. I saw even like the Squid Game animation that looks cool, but I just want to talk about Squid Game. Oh my gosh, that was tense. I did a review of it. I'm not sure it was perfect in any way. It wasn't supposed to be, but whoa, that was crazy. Squid Game got me. Okay, there was when I was thinking about it, I was like, it didn't got me like in tears, but in emotions. Like it doesn't need to be tears. My face was dry, and I was still crying in the inside when thinking about certain scenes in Squid Game. I don't want to spoil it, but definitely check it out. Also, the review episode that or review video I did for Squid Game, there's gonna be spoilers in it. Okay, so just a heads up. But other than that, that's all I have for now. Hopefully, I'm here in my safe place, and hopefully, I'm not canceled for talking about Dave Chappelle because I know this is a sensitive topic for certain people. Look, I pretty much let me be honest. Dave Chappelle itself, does he deserve to be canceled? Does he not? I don't know. Give me your opinions. But when you're looking at this in a more knowledgeable way, and I know that, pretty much when I was seeing this special, I was worried that, Dave was gonna get canceled for sure. As I was going through this whole video, I was really like worried about the comments or people like thinking like, you know, um, against my own community. Look, Dave cares about LGBT plus community or something like, maybe or maybe not. But even so, like, his hate or something that he jokes around, like, I don't want to be the butt of the joke of what he's talking about. That's why I don't really agree with all the protests or anything, because I'm just going to be part of the joke that Dave Chappelle is making, and he can't joke about me, that's for sure. But it's also like, yeah, he does have a point. He does have a point. And also, he, was like a great friend of Daphne Dorman. That's the thing. The whole Daphne Dorman arc that I saw within Dave Chappelle's thing, like really, like it almost got me to tears when thinking about it. I was like, wow, Dave does care. Like at least to me. But then again, to me, I'm literally the same thing with the movies thing. If there's a bad movie and I'm like, it's good. Like for example, like Faust, I think it's called. Artemis Faust, like I'll be thinking like that's a good movie when I first saw it, but then I saw like the comments and the reviews of it, and it was bad. It was bad. But then in my head, I'm like, it wasn't bad to me, but I guess I can pinpoint like, yeah, it could be bad, but at the same time, I was enjoying myself. I don't know. I guess there's something about me where I'm like creative and I have a different mindset of that. But other than that, that's all I have. What God was God, I feel burpy. But yeah, I'll see you when I see you. Shouts to everyone. One love. And yeah, have a good week.